In this tutorial, we will install Ubuntu server on Virtualbox. So we'll start by installing Virtualbox. Do a quick search for Virtualbox and you should be able to find the Virtualbox links for downloading. So it's virtualbox.org. Once you click on that, you'll see Virtualbox 6.1. So you can go ahead and click download. And when you click download, it's going to ask you which platform you are using. So if you're using Windows, you would use Windows host. If you're using Mac, then you'll use OS X host, or if it's Linux, then Linux distribution. So I'm using Windows, so I'm going to install VirtualBox on Windows. So go ahead and click on Windows host, and then it should start downloading the VirtualBox install immediately. So once it finishes downloading, go ahead and click on it. Alright, so over here, we are going to go and click next. And I'm going to accept the default. I'm going to change the location here to something I like. So I'm just going to put it in my D drive and click OK. And then click next. I'm just going to leave the default there. Click next. And it's just giving you a warning that the network connection may temporarily be disconnected. So click yes, and then let's go ahead and install. Next, we will download Ubuntu server ISO image. So to do that, let's go to the ubuntu.com, download server. So go ahead and click on the link, and then it should show you a download option for the Ubuntu server. Okay, so we are installing 20.04 LTS for long-term support. Click download, and then it should start downloading right away. Give some time to download. Once you download, it should save that on your downloads folder. Once you download it, we can start installing Ubuntu server on a virtual machine. This will take some time to download. Alright, so it's done downloading now. Now we can go and install Ubuntu server on a virtual machine. So let's open VirtualBox. So we don't have any machine at the moment. We don't have any machine created for our server. So let's go and create a machine. So to create a machine, you're going to click on the machine here and then click new. And you can give a name for your machine. And also, I'm just going to change the folder where I want the machine to be stored. I'm just going to put it in my D drive. And name is going to be Ubuntu server. So you can give any name you want. And then you probably would have noticed that it would have automatically selected the Ubuntu version. So it should be Ubuntu 64-bit. So that's what we want to install. And then you're going to go and click next. And then first it checks for the memory size. By default it allocates like 1 GB. I would like to give it around 2 GB here. So it's 2 GB allocated as the memory, so which is sufficient for our exercises. And then we're going to click next, and it asks if you want to create a new hard disk. This is simply is going to be a file that will be used to store all the um, everything that is related to your virtual machine. So it's we're going to create a virtual hard disk now. Yes, create, and then we're going to use the default uh, file type. Okay, hard disk file type EDI, and then click next, and then we're gonna leave the default there dynamically located. This means that it will not use um, storage unnecessarily. It will grow as you add more and more files to your virtual machine. So so we're going to leave that as dynamically allocated. Click next, and then the maximum, I'm going to give it a 25 GB, which is sufficient for our purpose. So this is the location where this uh, the hard disk, virtual hard disk, will be stored. So this is stored as a BDI file, and it's using the name we gave to our device. Okay, Ubuntu server, and then click create, and then that's basically it. So you have your virtual machine, but at this moment the virtual machine doesn't have any operating system installed in it. So what I'm going to do is, so remember we downloaded this ISO image. We're going to mount this ISO image onto the server. So to do this, we're going to go to the settings here, and then go to systems or storage. Now you can make some changes, like you can increase the base memory. If you want, you can add an operating system, additional operating add another CPU core, right? If you have enough to spare for this virtual machine. So I'm going to add one more here, and then storage. Now this is where we will mount the ISO image. And under storage control ID controller, you have empty. So I'm going to select on that, and then click on this button to load mount our disk image. Okay, so I'll click on this button here, choose disk file, and then I'm going to go and select the ISO image that I downloaded. So you can see that it's a disk image file. Select it, and then you click open. Then you can see that it is mounted now. Now click OK, and now you can go ahead and start. So click start here. When you click start, it should bring up, yeah. So it's just confirming that if you want this to be your startup disk. Yes, I'm just going to confirm that and start. All right, so it's now will start installing the operating system. I'm going to close this. All right, so now Ubuntu server, we are going to navigate through Ubuntu server only using your keyboard. We will not be using mouse here. It's a text-based interface here. Let me move that up. Oh, all right, I'm just going to use my on-screen keyboard to show you what is happening. So I'm going to use my arrow keys here to navigate. Okay. So you can't use mouse here, you have to use the arrow keys to navigate up and down. um, and then once you have selected, you're going to click on enter, and then I'm going to continue without updating. And the keyboard layout, that's the keyboard layout I want to use. I'm going to click in. I'm not going to use a proxy. Click enter, and I'm going to use the entire disk. Yes, I'm going to use, then enter. Yeah, I'm okay with that configuration. Click done, and then it's asking, confirming if I want to delete everything. So this is the virtual disk, so I'm not worried about deleting anything in my virtual disk because it doesn't have anything. And here you're going to give your name. I suggest you give your student ID here. Okay, so we're going to give the student ID and your name. And then the server name we are going to use is server dash and the student ID. And username is going to be user dash student ID. And give the password. So we are going to use password 5 for this one. Just to ensure that we won't forget the password. Even if you forget, you can come back to this video and you would know what is the password we use here. And then done. So we're not going to install OpenSSH server at this point. So let's click done. I'm not going to install any of these snaps at this point. Click done. And then it goes ahead and installs. Give it some time for it to finish installing. Right, so go ahead and then you can click reset. That should restart the machine. So go ahead and do that. All right, so now it's waiting for you to log in. So you're going to use the user name that you entered previously to log in to your server. All right, so we have successfully logged into your Ubuntu server. So now you can try giving any command here. So you can go ahead and give most basics of the command. Present working directory, it should give you the present working directory. All right, and then uh, if you want to log off, you're going to use exit. That will log you off, and then it comes back to the login.